It's been nearly 60 years since U.S. and Chinese-led armies fought each other to a bloody standstill on the Korean Peninsula.
The Chinese Red armies, numbering hundreds of thousands, swarmed over the frontier against thinly held United Nations positions.
And every year, there are fewer veterans alive to tell about that brutal conflict. We found several Chinese veterans of the Korean War at the Henan Provincial Military Hospital, where 80-year-old Duan Keke greets us with a salute and some candy. Duan says he was an 18-year-old volunteer soldier when he was sent in 1951 to fight in Korea.
We saw the people of Korea farming the land and being killed by enemy planes. They were suffering. We had to help protect the people of Korea.
He tells how he had to charge up mountains into a hail of enemy gunfire, carrying explosives to kill well-entrenched U.S. and South Korean troops. Duan says he left Korea in 1953 after he suffered burns on the arm from an airstrike and life-threatening bullet wounds to the stomach. Later that year, both sides signed an agreement that left the Korean peninsula divided and volatile to this very day. Today, Duan lives in a hospital ward that is decorated with posters celebrating Chinese veterans. During the war, he was not allowed to socialize with Korean citizens. Some veterans say they did meet American soldiers who were prisoners of war. At the time, I had to escort captive soldiers, says Yo Jie-xiang. Handling the captives was very dangerous. They might kick you, so I had to tell them to kneel. The veterans here agree few people in modern-day China have any idea what soldiers suffered during the Korean War.
Do you think young Koreans today understand how much you sacrificed?
What did the Koreans know, he answers? Only what the Koreans tell the Korean people. The Chinese veterans have little to say about the current North Korean government, but it seems they do not hold a grudge against their former American enemies. Duan's friends nod in agreement when he says the American people are peaceful and they don't want war. This battle-scarred veteran fought and bled for Korea and never wants to see war break out there ever again. Ivan Watson, CNN, Xinjiang, China.